Hello students, today we are going to study the quadratic equations, solving the quadratic equations by the method of factorization. So first of all, what are quadratic equations? Any equation that is in the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a, b, c, these are any three real numbers, x is a variable. So if in an equation the highest power of the variable is 2, it is a quadratic equation. And in this quadratic equation, a is called as the coefficient of x square term, b is the coefficient of x term, and c is a constant. So today we will consider only one case with coefficient of x square 1. So let us take certain problems here. So problem number 1. Consider this problem, x square plus 7x plus 10 equal to 0. So whenever you are solving a quadratic equation by the method of factorization, first consider the constant term, that is 10. Now the sign of the constant term is plus. So what you do is find the two factors of 10 such that the sum of the two factors is equal to the coefficient of the middle term. That means here find two factors of 10 such that the sum of the two factors is 7. Or in other words, find two numbers such that the product is equal to 10 and the sum is equal to 7. Which are such two numbers whose product is 10 and sum is 7? 5 and 2. And since I want plus 7, I will give both the factors positive sign. Plus 5 plus 2 is plus 7. So I will now split up the middle term as x square plus 7x. I will split it up as 5x plus 5x and plus 2x plus 10 equal to 0. Now I will group the terms, first two terms together and last two terms together. So from the first two terms I will take x common. So from x square I am taking x common, so x will remain. From 5x I have taken x common, so 5 will remain. Always take the sign of the third term common, and from 2x and 10 I will take 2 common. That will give me x plus 2 5s are 10. So 5 will come here. And now you can see I am getting a common factor x plus 5. So the second factor will be x plus 2. Now equate each factor to 0. X plus 5 equal to 0 or x plus 2 equal to 0. So that gives x is negative 5 or x is negative 2. So these are the two solutions of this quadratic equation. So keep it in mind, if the sign of the constant term is positive, find out the sum of the two factors of the constant term. The sum should be equal to the coefficient of the middle term. And secondly, if the sign of the middle term is positive, give both the factors a positive sign. Now, come to the second problem here. Let us consider the second problem, x square minus 7x plus 12 equal to 0. So now again consider the constant term 12. The sign of the constant term is plus. So find out two factors of 12 such that the sum is 7, or two numbers whose product is 12, sum is 7. So which are such two numbers? 4 and 3. I want negative 7. So negative 4, negative 3. So split up the middle term as minus 4x, minus 3x, plus 12 equal to 0. Group the terms. First two terms, last two terms. So from first two terms take x common. That gives you x minus 4. Take the sign of the middle term common. So from 3x and 12 I can take 3 common. So here x will remain. Since I have taken minus sign out, this plus will change to minus. 3 4s are 12. So one factor is x minus 4. Other factor is x minus 3. Now equate each factor to 0. So x is equal to 4, or equate x minus 3 to 0. That gives x is equal to 3. So if the sign of the constant term is plus, find the sum of the two factors, and if the sign of the middle term is negative, give both the factors negative sign. So in this case, find two factors of 12 such that sum is 7. So 4 and 3, and since it is negative 7 here, give both the factors negative sign, minus 4 and minus 3. Okay, come to the third problem. Consider this problem now. X square plus 3x minus 18 equal to 0. So now consider the constant term 18. Its sign is negative. So find the factors of 18 such that difference is equal to 3. So what are the two factors whose product is 18 and difference 3? 6 and 3. And you want plus 3. So give the larger factor a positive sign, smaller factor a negative sign. Now split up the middle term, x square. Split up 3x as plus 6x minus 3x minus 18. Now group the terms, first two, last two. Now from first two terms take x common. So here x will remain. And from 6x I have taken x out. So 6 will remain. Take the sign of the third term out, and from 3x and 18 take 3 common. So here x. Now this minus will change to plus, and 3 6 are 18. So you get two factors as x plus 6 as one factor, and the other factor is x minus 3. Equate each factor to 0. So x plus 6 is equal to 0. That gives x is negative 6, or x minus 3 is 0. That gives x is equal to 3. So keep this in mind. If the sign of the constant term is negative, find the difference of the two factors, and if the sign of the middle term is positive, give the larger factor a positive sign, smaller factor a negative sign. Okay, now let us consider one more problem here. x square minus 2x minus 120 equal to 0. So now here the constant term is 120 and its sign is negative. So find the factors of 120 such that difference is equal to 2. So two numbers, so its product is 120 and the difference is 2. Which are the two numbers? 12 and 10. Now since I want minus 2, give the larger factor a negative sign, smaller factor a positive sign. So x square minus 12x plus 10x minus 120 equal to 0. So from these two terms, take a x common. So you'll get x here. From 12x here, take an x out. So 12 will remain here. Now from these two terms, first of all, take this positive sign out. From 10x and 120, what can you take common? 10. So here x will remain and minus. From 120, 10 has come out. So 12 will remain here. Which means the two factors are x minus 12 and x plus 10. Now equate each factor to 0. X minus 12 is 0, which gives x is equal to 12, or x plus 10 equal to 0, which gives x is negative 10. So keep this in mind that if the sign of the constant term is negative, find the difference of the two factors, and if the sign of the middle term is negative, give the larger factor a negative sign, smaller factor a positive sign. Okay, so